So we met the guys at World of Heroes last year at Comic-Con, and we kind of went out on a limb and asked if Stan Lee would voice his cameo in our upcoming Amazing Spider-Man short, and he said yes. So
yeah, we did not expect it to happen, and they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll ask him.
Yeah,
Just write up some things you want him to say, and we'll
That's really cool.
I know, right?
You know, I just discovered how it should have ended recently. Somebody had just, maybe 2 weeks ago, like we were watching like the Honest trailer stuff. Somebody was like, no, you got to see this thing. I don't know how many you have out there. Right? We just kept going through each one and each
That's
one.
awesome.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
They're so amazing. They're well done.
Thank you.
It's just like, yeah, you know, they have a good point on each one.
Yeah, we try.
And I love a lot of these web series, and like so you can't show them to the rest of the family because there's more adult humor. How it should have ended. I work with children, and we watch them all the time and quote them all the time.
We love that.
Yeah,
we love
watch
that.
them with just about anybody, right?
Oh yeah.
There's
Oh
really
dude.
nothing that's non-family friendly on
No,
it.
I mean, even if we do a rated R movie, our cartoons tend to keep it pretty PG.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a 6-year-old son, so he loves them, and I wanted to be able to watch them.
The Captain America one is still my favorite.
Awesome. We like
I
that.
love the Lord of the Rings one. It's like, yeah, we have been really done with, you know.
That's an original.
Yeah. On the birds and just, we're there.
Is the plane
bother him
tied to a
for
timer?
15 minutes and then let him go.
Yes. Yeah.
What made you come up with that? What started that idea? Just by talking about movies? Like,
I
we
had-
could have ended a lot faster? Or?
Yeah, basically, the third partner that's not here, he and I, I was his roommate, and we were watching, what's the movie called? It's
Flight
not
of
an
the
exciting
Phoenix.
movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Flight of the Phoenix, where
We're almost embarrassed that started all of this, but
yeah,
there
flying
you go.
off on the wing, and people are like shooting at them as they're flying away, and they get away. And we're like, "There's no way! No one got hit by one bullet." And we're just kind of laughing, like it'd be so funny to just make that flying away, and then the end.
We've never actually done Flight of the Phoenix, but that's what started the conversation. So
yeah, so that was kind of the seed, and then after that, I was just kind of like looking at some web comics online and just thinking, there's no presence for. I mean, parody. People love parodies. We should try making this. I was not like an animator. I kind of taught a lot of my own technique over several years, so that's probably why I've been doing things the wrong way for a long time.
he's self-taught.
So it was a slow process of just kind of developing what I knew through video production and using it to make animated shorts.
Yeah. So with World of Heroes, we kind of, after the Stan Lee cameo in our cartoon, we wanted to do something for their channel. So we talked about animating one of his Stan's rants, and then it grew into, well, how does Stan think certain movies should have ended? And so he kind of complained about a couple movies, and we animated that, and the fans really loved it. So we're going to do 6 episodes with them for their channel, and it's kind of like how Stan Lee's cameo would have ended the movie, to be honest. Yeah. And it's going to be movies that he wants to do, and he's thrown Frankenstein out. So some more classic films that we don't normally tackle, but will be really fun to do with him for sure, and get his perspective on it. So.
Do you guys do the voices of any of the characters?
Mm-hmm. He does a lot them.
I've done the majority of the voices for you.
I hear Superman.
Yeah, this is Superman and Batman, actually.
I do the Batman and Superman.
Yes.
Which was not, it was really, like I said, because I was the only one around.
Yeah.
So it wasn't because I want to be the voices of these characters and no one else. I was just, it kind of happened, and now it's become permanent.
Yeah.
Which has been your favorite one so far? What's the laugh when you watch it?
Oh man, it's tough, because by the time we get through it, sometimes I'm like, I've heard this joke 100 times.
That's very
Is it
true.
still funny? I don't know.
Well, what would be
He's
the
having
first
to
one you would
sync
show
the
somebody? If nobody, like if I hadn't seen it before, and it's like, well, tell me what this is. What would be the one you would show? If I had time for one.
Guys, we're going to do last questions, just so you know.
Okay, all right, great. Honestly, we talked about this yesterday, and it sounds cliche, but we just did Man of Steel, how it should have ended, and that is probably, I mean, that's one of my favorites. It's in my top 5 now for me, and it's a very classic Hizzy episode because we pick a plot point and that changes the whole film. We don't always do that now. Sometimes we do multiple scenes from a film. So the Man of Steel Hizzy just showcasing artwork and the joke and the cafe, that would probably be what I would show people, which sounds crazy, but
that's a good like full episode. There's others that are like, I love the Toy Story episode where we have Andy.
We've been alive this whole
Yeah, that's the part that makes me laugh still. Like they pop up, and we've been alive this whole time. He's like, ah! And it's the end car accident.
and then you sing the Randy song, but with different
Yeah, you
lyrics.
just wrecked your car.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I love that one.
That
so
is
much.
a really good one, yeah.
Any fun ones coming up that you mentioned? They'll drop the movie title.
We are in talks right now. Everything's so early, so
Yeah.
I can't guarantee much. But we're talking about Pacific Rim. We're talking about Star Trek. 'Cause that's big request for Star
Yes.
Trek, and we kind of skipped it.
Yeah.
And went with
Fast and Furious 6.
Furious. So those are probably the bit too big, like summer releases. I don't know about what's coming up.
I mean, eventually we want to do Batman Begins because we haven't done that one in that trilogy, and we want to tackle the prequels for Star Wars. So at some point we'll start that. Yes, yeah, those are all definites. We just aren't. We're still working on the schedule right now.
That's awesome.
Pacific Rim's gonna be hard. we're not sure we want to do that.
It'll look really awesome.
It would look amazing.
Is it
It'll be
Yeah.
fun to make the art.
Is it hard just because of the work to do, or is it hard just trying to find a good plot to kind of...
That's kind of like what I would call a big, dumb, fun movie.
Yeah.
Those are kind of harder. Like everybody kind of already knows they're big and dumb, so
Also, it's kind of hard to poke fun
yeah.
at
How do
it,
you
right?
poke fun of it? And that was kind of the challenge with Fast and Furious 6 as well. I mean, that's obviously a film where everybody expects it to be ridiculous over the top. So how do you then say this is ridiculous over the top? So when you know going in, that's what you're getting. So.
And it's also more difficult when you know the majority of people really like the film because they might take offense.
Yeah, yeah.
Thinking
So
you guys don't know what you're talking about. Like we're
Yeah.
just trying
This
to
is
have fun,
great.
guys. It's,
Yes.
you can laugh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't.
It's just meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Just to have a good time with it and
Yeah.
enjoy it even more, I think. So.
Exactly.
For the kids back home, I have to, if you do it, get a video of you doing because I'm Batman.
I told you.
Okay. For the kids back home. Like, hey, I'm Batman. Or you want because I'm Batman? Because I'm Batman.
You're gonna love it.
I say that a lot
Yeah.
in a microphone.
Yes, we do.